do want to bring in field meteorologist Brett Adair right now. He's in Louisiana, headed to Shreveport. And Brett, you're always out in these elements. We appreciate all you do because it's about ultimately saving lives and trying to get notice to people before these storms hit. You're going to be going in throughout the afternoon and into the evening hours. How are you gearing up for some of these storms?
Well, Craig, we got a good night's sleep last night. That was the most important factor because it looks like we've got a long afternoon, evening, and overnight hours tonight that are going to be very volatile with severe weather as it breaks out a little bit later this afternoon. Right now, I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, just off Interstate 220, about to make my way toward the east. As you can see there, Shreveport is on the western edge and the fringes of what is a severe weather outbreak that is likely to begin a little bit later this afternoon. With the flooding that's going on up near Texarkana, up toward the north, that area up there is a lot more stable. It's areas just to the southeast of there, like Monroe, Tallulah, Yazoo City, Greenville, Mississippi, maybe even the Memphis, Tennessee area as we get later into the evening that could deal with some of this violent weather. So our plan is to hit Interstate 20, head eastbound, move in toward the Mississippi River Delta, and then possibly break north just a little bit as we monitor this environment. But we're already in the mid-70s, dew points in the mid to upper 60s, so the conditions are already primed for that severe weather to break out.
Yeah, Brett, all of the conditions coming together, we've been talking about this for several days. You mentioned the rain. People are always concerned. They're like, how does he do this? What's your plan? How do you make it through all of this rain that's coming down?
Well, honestly, we're going to be more in the open, warm sector side ahead of the cold front. So luckily, right now, we're just dealing with some overcast skies in our area, which is great news for us, at least for visibility. In terms of that heavier rain and flooding, right now, most of that is taking place up into Arkansas, up into the Ozarks region. So that area may actually get worked over, and it could save some of those regions from dealing with a lot of the more severe type weather other than the flooding, which is dangerous and deadly in itself. But luckily, it looks like we've got a couple more hours before the thunderstorms may fire up. We may see those supercellular type thunderstorms that can be out by themselves, and those pose the most dangerous threat for those stronger, long-track tornadoes, as you mentioned earlier.
And Brett, your expertise on the field is so critical, working with the National Weather Service, being the eyes down on the ground. We appreciate all you do. Be safe, and we'd love to check in with you again. We'll be following you. That's field meteorologist Brett Adair. Thank you so much. Be safe.
I'm Amy Freeze. Welcome to Fox Weather's YouTube page. We have more great videos on the way, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things weather.